Hello and welcome to Loki. In this video we will show you how to play Fluffy Valley. It is fall and the prairie dogs have to prepare their burrows for winter. So let's harvest berries and honey to fill our tummies and straw to make our beds nice and soft. But keep an eye out because there are dangers out here on the prairie. In Fluffy Valley you work together to fill the burrow with materials before the winter begins. You win the game by filling up your burrow. If you collect 3 honey, 10 berries and 5 hay, your burrow is full for the winter and you win the game. Fluffy Valley is for 1 to 4 players, takes around 25 minutes and is for prairie dogs of 6 years and older. At the end of the video we will show you a playthrough of the first round to help you get started. Put the insert in the empty box and align the mailbox with the slot in the box. Also align the mailbox on the prairie board with the slot. Then place the burrow board and the seasons board next to the box, like this. Shuffle the beaver cards and put them next to the box. Shuffle the danger cards and put them on the season board. The arrow on the season board goes in the green summer zone. Place the hay, hedgehog and weasel tokens near the board. The shrub tokens go into the green bag and the tunnel tokens go into the black bag. Put the prairie dogs with the hedgehog, the viper, the shrub and the burrow. If you want to play an easy game, you start with 1 honey, 2 hay and 4 berries in stock. If you want to play a normal game, place 1 honey, 1 hay and 2 berries in your burrow. For a difficult game, do not place any tokens in your burrow. Take the tokens from the hedgehog reserve. You're ready to start the game. The first player starts the round by picking up a prairie dog whose head is above ground and make it dive head first into a different hole. For each hole there is an effect that you must apply. We will explain them in a bit. After the effect, it's the next player's turn. When all the prairie dogs are face down in a hole, the round ends. These are the effects of the holes. Shrub. Draw a token from the green bag and place it on the harvest table. If it is a ripe berry, you can store it later in the burrow. If it is a spoiled berry, you can exchange it when you visit Roger the Hedgehog. There are 2 shrubs on the board. Burrow. Choose one type of material, hay, berries or honey, and slide all the tokens of that type from the harvest table into the mailbox, going down to the burrow. Place the tokens on their spaces on the burrow board. Buster the Beaver. Spend the hay token from the harvest table to let Buster build you an upgrade. Draw a beaver card face up. It will show you an upgrade that everyone can use from now on until the end of the game. For example, here you take a shrub token in addition to the hay token when you take the field action. Roger the Hedgehog. Exchange spoiled berries for 1 resource. 1 spoiled berry for a ripe berry, 2 for hay or 3 for honey. Piper the Viper. Remove a weasel token from the prairie board. We will tell you about the weasel later. Field. Take a hay token and put it on the harvest table. River. You can take the action for a face-down prairie dog in another hole on the board. For example, when going to the river, you can spend a hay token to draw a beaver card because there's already a face-down prairie dog at Buster's hole. Tunnel. Draw a tunnel token from the black bag and see what it does. To get all the honey you require for winter, you have to explore the tunnels because Roger has not enough honey to trade. But in the tunnels a few dangers lurk. The badger steals a ripe berry from your burrow. Put the berry in the tunnel bag. The weasel closes off the tunnel hole. If there is a prairie dog present, it goes to the haystack. When all prairie dogs are upside down, the round ends. Turn every prairie dog the right way up so their head is above ground again. Prairie dogs on the haystack are handed out to the players, starting with the player on the left of the last player. When it is your turn in the next round, you first play prairie dogs in front of you before flipping the prairie dogs on the board. Next, the start player draws 1 danger card and sees what it does. The eagle carries 1 prairie dog of your choice off to the haystack. The fox steals all the materials from the harvest table and puts them in the tunnel bag. The weasel blocks 1 of your holes for the rest of the turn. To do this, you place a weasel token over the hole. If there is already a prairie dog in that hole, it goes to the haystack and cannot be used in the upcoming round. Last, you move the arrow on the season board one space to the right. The next player will become start player and a new round begins. When you reach winter, the game ends after a last round. Will you manage to harvest enough food before winter comes? Let's play one round to get started. The game is set up in easy mode. It's the first turn. Let's put the prairie dog that occupies the hole of Roger the Hedgehog at the empty shrub, like this. Now we may take a berry from the green bag. Place it on the harvest table. For the next turn, we take the prairie dog that sticks his head out of the brush and put it face down into the field hole. One hay token goes to the harvest table. Free up the barrow by taking the prairie dog out and place it in the shrub hole. Again, take a berry from the green bag and place it on the harvest table. Now we have one prairie dog left. If you drew ripe berries, you might go to the barrow to save those berries for wintertime. If you drew spoiled berries, Roger is the place to be to change those berries for something useful. You have just played the first round. Turn all prairie dogs head up and then take a danger card and apply its effect. Move the arrow on the season board to the next section. You're ready for the next round. We hope you enjoy Fluffy Valley and don't forget to stock some treats for yourself for the upcoming winter. We look forward to seeing you again at the next video of Loki. Bye!